Oh my god, guys, it's so hot. My phone's just got nuts with messages and I'm running late for my dinner. Well, not late, I'm on time, but I'm probably going to be there. Right when we start, well, they start doing nibbles and stuff, and I've got food to assemble, and yeah, blah, 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 blah. But I just wanted to go live so I can kind of do a squeaking Merry Christmas message for everyone. Um, my phone will probably overheat because it's about 35 degrees in my car right now. It's about 39 degrees in my house Celsius, which is fucking hot, especially for a Tasmanian. Where's Kenny? Slides in. Oh, where's Kenny? There's a little scheduled surprise. Well, not really surprise since you requested it, but one of the few things I did actually get done. Hey, Scout. So I just thought I'd go live. I'm not going to be able to read chat a lot because I'm going to be on the freeway most of the time and my phone will be overheat. And yeah, that's what's going to be pretty much. But I just thought if I do a generic Merry Christmas before my phone, I just realised I didn't pack my phone charger. That's awesome. Um, this Christmas morning, phones go nuts, and my phone will probably be flat after this. You can't hear me. I don't know why you can't. My phone's probably over there. It's up to a door, so I don't know why there's no sound. Hang on a sec. If I can't sort it out, I'm going to have to end the live because I'm running late. I'm sort of go for a little drive and say hi to everyone, but if you guys can't hear me, um, can you just let me know if you can hear me or not while I'm pulled over because I am running late and um, audio says it's working at my end. I just cranked the microphone up. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I booted myself out. I'm going to have to keep going. It might be robotic because we're, down on the coast, um, as you guys know, and there's a lot more people down here for their Christmas break, so they might be using all the, I don't know. Hopefully it sorted itself out. Much better? Audio check from Wendy B. Hi, Wendy. It might have just been where I was, but anyway. So this is just a bit of a wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and I was going to do a live or a video or something, and no, of course that didn't happen. I honestly, my house was so hot today that I had to keep going to the beach and having swims, and it's made me late. And my house was hot because the guy that was meant to put the screen doors in for summer, still don't really know what happened, but his business has been temporarily closed for the last 6 weeks, and some of you know I've rescued an elderly flute, which is she's not that old, she's 10 on Boxing Day, but she's an indoor cat. I've got an enclosure that goes out onto my deck, but I can't have the sliding doors to the deck out open because she's a sprinter. It will cut out along here, I know that much. So I apologise in advance. Um, yeah, so I can't leave the doors, the sliding doors to the deck open. And my house has got the most amazing insulation, and it's all glass along the front, and it's up in the treetops. And so today it was an oven, and then on top of that, I was cooking using my oven. So yeah, hot, 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 hot food. I'm in a sundress and sandals because that smell. Is everyone ready for their Christmas? We decided to do Christmas Eve. So tonight it's turkey and ham and all that sort of stuff. Oh, you still can't. I don't know how to fix it, Scout. I'm really sorry. I went into audio and cranked the microphone up as much as I could. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm using my, so it could be Telstra. But I mean, I'm in a remote place, as you know, and there's a lot of people down here using their shacks, and whether that has something to do, maybe Telstra's just fucking around. I don't know. It might improve as we get closer to Hobart. But like the Bluetooth's off, the microphone is up full bore, which I find when I replay shit, not that I do very often, but I can't stand how loud my voice is. So, but yeah, if it's unbearable, just um, just know that I'm just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you all before the new year. Christmas Eve in 20 minutes. Well, happy birthday to you in 20 minutes. Happy birthday to you in 20 minutes. Happy birthday in 20 minutes, Kenny. This is a crazy spot. The reason there's a heap of cars and trucks and utes and shit right there is because that's one of the potato farms, and we've got a type of potato here called pink eyes, which makes everyone laugh, but they're actually amazing. They're so yummy. And people are pulling over there to get their pink eyes for Christmas lunch tomorrow. Yeah, and there's a treat for you scheduled from Linley too. Where's Kenny? I think it's scheduled at midday Australian Eastern Standard Time, so it might be sort of like evening time for you, but hopefully you enjoy. I don't even want to say enjoy, it's so bad. And long. Oh my God, it's so long. But anyway, she's singing the blues for you. I think I saw Mercedes girl pop in. Hello. I thought I'd go live because I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and, or, you know, Merry Festivus, whatever you guys do. Hey, here's a funny story. Not. Here's my Christmas disaster story. So for dinner tonight, I'm making one of the salads, which is a really simple one, but it's just yum. It's pretty much yummy lettuce, radishes, and avocado with this kick-ass dressing. It's very, very simple. So that's not very hard to prepare. I've made the dressing. Everything else I'll assemble at the other end, including cutting up the radishes and avocados. But I'm also doing a dessert. And it's up there at my best friend's house, and he and I are both hardcore foodies. In fact, part of the Christmas present I got for them is for him and his partner, and tickets for us to go and see Ossolini in January, which would be amazing. So I've seen him before. We love him, and we cooked out of his books more than anyone else's. So I decided I was going to do, rather than do my standard crowd-pleasing Stephanie Alexander's sticky toffee pudding, which does have dates in it, but she doesn't call it sticky dates. She calls it sticky toffee because you pour like this really yummy. I hope my phone doesn't overheat. I can see it's about to. That may be why it's roboting too, my snowflake phone. I've got every window and everything open. I'm trying to pull my card out and me. I don't have any makeup on. I look like shit. I look like a scruffy surfer girl right now. There was no way I was putting makeup on in my house. It was like being in an oven. So yeah, I decided I'm going to do something different rather than just stick with the crowd pleaser, which I haven't actually made for these guys before, weirdly, because I make it a lot. So I flicked through the Yoshim book suite and find this chocolate tart, and it's pretty much like a chocolate mousse tart. And I spent most of Wednesday yesterday, prepping it. So yesterday I made the short crust pastry, which has lemon zest in it. I made hazelnut brittle, which you smash up, and once you've cooked the base, you sprinkle that in sort of like 5 centimetre pieces over the base. I made these sprigs of rosemary, which you brush with an egg white and then sprinkle caster sugar on it, so it looks like a Christmas tree, I guess, with snow on it. What else did I do? I had to infuse double cream with rosemary and orange and something else. And then that had to like center on a bike. I'm sorry I can't read chat right now, guys. The glare on the screen is so bad. And I'm wearing my reading glasses, so I'm squinting too. It's all happening. I can't wait to get it to the other end and crack a beer. I swear to God. Bring it the fuck on. Hi, if anyone's dropped in. My screen's a bit bigger than it should be too, so I can't even see if there's anyone still in here. I can see very long chat messages, but I can't read who they are or what they are. So sorry about that. Mel, I got your message. Thank you. I'll respond at some point later on. Thinking of you too. Stop animal cruelty. I got your message too. I didn't get a chance to respond before I left home. So I pretty much did everything with this friggin' tart, right? I blind baked the base, and my oven runs hotter than, like, so cooking time's usually a bit quicker. But because I'm not really a great baked kind of dessert person, I was watching it like a hawk. And after I blind baked it, it needed another 10 minutes or something in the oven. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that's still pretty good. Like, it's golden, but it's not overcooked. I'll take it out. So this is after the blind bake. So I take it out and it's sitting on a rack. And I'm swear to God, I'm watching it and it's just getting darker and darker. Like, I know things keep cooking, but this was like, burnt toast kind of colour. And I was like, oh, I don't think this is right. But I sold it on and I contemplated whether or not I should put it back in the stove again. And I decided I'd just do it for like a few minutes, just so the bit of the base where all the weights were, just so that could finish cooking. And then I took it out and I'm like, oh my God, the crust on the edges is like chocolate brown. Oh, you're dropping links. Thank you, Scout. I don't even know if anyone's still in here. I'll just tell my silly story. Wish you all a Merry Christmas and we'll be at the Andes, I reckon. And so, yeah, it's getting darker and darker. Now, it is a dark chocolate mousse cake, so I'm thinking, well, that's all right, as long as it doesn't taste burnt. So a bit of the crust had broken off and I tasted like, that's fucking burnt, but not so burnt that it wasn't edible. But it was like, if this goes back into the oven tomorrow with a filling in it, I'm not sure how this is going to taste. Hey, Bluey, Merry Christmas or Happy Festivus. I'm just going to give everyone a personal greeting if and when I can. Our Scout's still with me too. Is the sound better now? So I get up this morning bright and early because I've got to make the mousse and bake the cake, the tart. And I make this unbelievable mousse. The ingredients have cost a small fortune, but, I don't care about that. I'm making this incredible tart. Still a bit worried about the base, but did everything to the book, even took the tart out a little bit earlier, the pastry base, the short crust. And the mousse is amazing. And it has to go back in the oven for 10 minutes. That's it. And then it has to sit for like 20. So I make this friggin' mousse filling, which has 3 blocks of dark chocolate and egg whites, and there's a lot of folding the cheese, folding all the ingredients together. And I pour it in and it fits perfectly, and the mousse is really thick and beautiful. And when you serve it, you get a little sieve and you put dark cocoa all over the top of it, and then these sprigs of rosemary that look like they're covered in snow. And I've got these beautiful little Tasmanian red currants. And I thought, oh, this will look a bit like holly. This is awesome. And I pop it in the oven for the 10 minutes. And, it's all doing okay, but I'm still not sure about the crust. And it comes out of the oven. And fuck me dead, it does the same thing. It just gets darker and darker and darker to the point that I'm like, now the mousse is already dark, but it's like this mousse is now not so mousse-like. Anyway, to cut a long story short, the crust and it was a very short crust. Um, but even making that, like rolling it out on the fucking bench top and putting it in the fridge, and no, it was burnt, man. The house smelled burnt this morning, Scout. I was devo. I spent most of yesterday prepping everything to assemble it today. Um, I did contemplate doing a second base this morning, and I was like, no, because I knew how long it took yesterday to do most of it. So a bit of the crust again had fallen off, and I tasted it, and I was like, you can't get away from that burnt flavour. Um, I sprinkled the hazelnut brittle and then poured the mousse. So, like, it was going to be the most amazing chocolate tart. We're going to my best friend's house, um, Penny. We're having a traditional Christmas dinner tonight instead of tomorrow on Christmas Day. And then in the morning, we're going to a brunch. Um, and then I'm heading to some friends' place. I've got to feed their cats. I'm excited though, Christmas Day. And then I'm going home to see Sunny. I've got my neighbour popping in the morning to feed her. Poor little girl, she's so hot and bothered. And I'm like, I'm contemplating getting an air conditioning unit or something, because until I get these screens put in, that house is so hot. And I just can't leave the doors to the deck open or she'll escape. So we both just literally just boiled in the house today. Hopefully she's gone out to her enclosure. It'll be quite nice out there now. But she was very listless and just flopping around all day, a bit like I wanted to be, but I couldn't. So I made the call. I called it and I went, fuck it, the tart's fucked. I'm going to go down to the local IGA and grab some ingredients and make my crowd pleasing sticky toffee pudding. And that's what I've done. That's what I've got. Should have just fucking made that yesterday and be done with it. So yeah, that's my Christmas disaster. Has anyone else had any Chrissy disasters? I don't normally, and I don't know why. It was pretty ambitious of me to do this tart, but Yoshin's recipes are so bloody good that I knew it would taste incredible. I didn't factor in that it might burn. Oh, the edges, I didn't mention that. The edges of the hazelnut brittle, they burned as well. So I could only use like the middle bit. I was like, my God. So do I treat myself to a new oven is the gist of this story, the point of it. Because I'm kind of sick of having to guess if my oven is going to cook everything to a crisp 20 minutes sooner than the recipe says. No disasters for Scout. And then I was wrapping presents last night watching Bad Santa, because unlike most of the planet, I think Love Actually is shit, actually. So that Bad Santa's my Christmas present wrapping movie. And we're not giving each other, we give each other a main present and then little silly sort of things, the Andes, and I've got presents for their parents and a few other people that are joining us, the people at the brunch, and I always do a crazy show bag of stuff for my sister. Oh, and then there's Sunny and my neighbours. I was wrapping presents till 2 a.m. was like, oh my God, I'm nearly finished. And then I was like, fuck no, you're not. We don't, like my family, when we have Christmas, we do one, like a secret Santa, and we do like one big present. It's a really good secret Santa. Um, but this one is just like, I swear to God, I wrapped about 90 fucking things. Hey, Ruth. And yeah, of course, in the middle of it all, I had to give Sunny a head massage, and then she fell asleep on me and was out cold. And I'm like, oh no, I'm stuck here. That's why I was wrapping at 2 a.m. because for about an hour of bad Santa, I had Sunny snoring on my lap. But I wouldn't have it any other way. So this is really just baked apple pie, pumpkin pies, Christmas variety cookies. Well, funny enough, originally I was going to do that the Christmas tree made out of different shaped star cookies, and then a family member was flying in yesterday, smack bang when I was going to go live and do that. And I pulled the pin because it was like the dough for the cookie dough had to sit in the fridge for like an hour or two, and then I had to bake about 5 trays worth of cookies and then assemble this tree. And so I pulled the pin on that, and then I had a recipe for white chocolate and cranberry oatmeal sort of cookies that I've made before. They're Yoshim's as well, and they're really yummy. And I was like, oh, maybe just do make a tree out of cookies. But for some reason, even though I bought the ingredients, that idea got abandoned. But the pudding is beautiful. The only thing that sucks is my container that I had to sort of pop it in out of the baking tray, baking dish thing. I had to sort of cut it up in weird shapes to get it into this container. Oh, look, it's all it tastes good. It's not out. It doesn't. It looks pretty, but I don't function very well when I'm overheating. And Tassie just doesn't get like crazy hot enough for me to put air conditioning in my house. But now I'm thinking I might have to, at least until I get screen doors and I can have my glass sliding doors open and the screen door shut so Sunny can't get out, because it makes such a difference just having a breeze going through the house. And today, no, it was hideous. Biscuit was fine because she would just lie on the deck, roll around in the sun. I mean, I had to build a fucking barrier at the end of the deck so she couldn't get off it. But once she'd given up on trying to get the blue-tongued lizard, she was easy. But Sunny's really agile and really fast and itching for some reason to get off the deck. And she's also only ever been, like, Biscuit lived on a 100-acre farm, so it didn't really bother me if she had have got off the deck, because I know she had, street smarts. She'd know what to do if she encountered an animal or a critter or whatever. Whereas Sunny's been indoors her whole life, so she'd be fucking hopeless. And she's a little bit of a bimbo anyway, so, I mean, she's smart, but she's clumsy. No, she wasn't panting. She wasn't panting. It wasn't. I mean, it was really hot for me. It was hot for her, but no, she's got lots of water and stuff, and she's got a little water fountain. Um, but she's not very smart, like common sense smart. Because Biscuit used to go and lie on the bathroom tiles because that was the coolest place in the house on a hot day, and Sonny hasn't worked it out. When I saw your comment, Scout, I thought you said he's Sonny painting, and I was like, I hope not. I mean, unless she's talented, then go for it, Sonny. Paint your heart out, kiddo. But is she panting? No. Was she? No. No, she's fine. But she's a twit because she can go out like into the enclosure. And there's a sea breeze now, so cool her down. But instead, she's in. Well, she was in the house. I gave her dinner. But yeah, she was just hanging out inside when I left. You put in aircon for your two dogs. Yeah, I've resisted it because my house gets such amazing sea breezes, and it's really only been like in 7.5 years. There's really only been a couple of days where it's been crazy, crazy hot until I got sunny, and then I'm like, oh shit, this is a very different house when I can't open up the doors onto the deck. I'm just hoping the guy that's doing my screens, I found another guy because the other guy just went AWOL. He said he's going to come in between Christmas and New Year and have a look and do a quote. So hopefully, even before my birthday, it'll be done. So it's probably only another couple of weeks I've got to put up with it, but it's fine for me. I can go down to the beach, but I couldn't today because I had to do an emergency to up the tarp. They're study painting. See, picturing her painting the house. But yeah, I mean, it's quite cool that little dog flap thing that goes out to her enclosure. It hasn't got a flap in it. It's just like a framed shape, like a little hole in the wall that goes out to her enclosure. And the breeze does come in through there, and her favourite spot at the moment is on the back of the couch right near there. So she's not silly because she is getting the breeze coming through to where she is. I've only stayed away from her twice. It's like the third time since I got her. So I know she'll be okay. I get separation anxiety. But I hope everyone has a really lovely Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Happy birthday to Where's Kenny? Christmas Eve, baby. And looking forward to 2022. It's got a nice ring to it. It's the year of the tiger, which is a good year. And I really think the planet deserves a good year. Haven't we had a couple of fucking crazy years, really? Is it just you and me, Scout? I don't know why the screen's so big. Normally I can see how many people are in chat, but judging from chat, it's just you and me, kiddo. All right. Hi, Cement Shoes. Thanks, Wes Kenny. I hope you do too, mate. And yeah, little shout out to Melmo and Stop Animal Cruelty. They both sent me messages right as I was loading up the car, and I was like, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to put on my mascara and lip balm. In the car before I head in. Oh no, I'll do it when I go inside. I've got to assemble this salad. It's pretty casual though. Sweet dreams, Ruth. I hope you have a beautiful day too, gorgeous. Thank you too to the people who popped in and said g'day. Sorry about the audio at the start. That was shit. Oh my God, we've got those scooters, like the, cities around the world do those bloody scooters. Hobart is so windy in summer. It's like crazy windy. It's not so bad where I am, but Hobart's bad. A friend of mine's got a really lovely, high-end Lexus, and she's driving along and the wind picks up a scooter and throws it into the side of her car, and it's done thousands of dollars worth of damage. Not happy, Jan. We're nearly at the Andes. I've got to do about 4 trips of shit into the house. Presents, food, grog, my overnight bag, my pillow. All that good stuff. But I do hope you all have a really lovely Chrissy, whatever you get up to, and if you're FaceTiming friends and family, like I will be. Yeah, no, imagine if it hit the windshield. And the thing that's shitty about it is most car insurance policies don't cover you if it's an act of God, which is so bizarre that clause even exists here, because Australia's not known for being religious. So she may not be covered. And then she's going to have to pay excess because the council has put all these allowed these 2 companies to put all these scooters everywhere, but they're not sort of, like locked into. They should have like little parking places where you can sort of secure them. But nope. And then there was footage of some little drunk assholes riding one over the roof of a parked car the other night that was shown on the news. Someone on Twitter responded to my friend and showed the video, and it's like, holy shit. Okay, I'm at my destination. Crikey. Parking miles away from the house, so yeah, I might have to get someone to come and be my little Sherpa and help me out. All right, I've got to bail, guys, but thank you so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, hey Sandra, I'm just signing off. Merry Christmas, gorgeous, or Merry Festivus, whatever you guys celebrate. I hope you all have a really beautiful time with your friends and family, even if it's on the FaceTimes. I know it's not as cool, but it's still better than nothing. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. I may even go live tomorrow because I'll be catching up with some friends in the afternoon, but then I'm home. So I love you very much, everyone. Genuinely do. And
Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to me get my Christmas tart disaster off my chest. Speak to you all again really soon. Take care, everyone.